What's going on, fam? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, and I have another CHH today. And before I get started, I do have a podcast that if you haven't checked out, please check out. The link is in the description. Guys, I go in depth as far as CHH, what I do, play music. So if you're an artist, click on the link below if you want to submit your music or you want to set up an interview. But anyway, I got to get to a really real situation. I was informed about it last night, but I took my time to really research. I know a lot of y'all say that, hey, Lucky, you just talk and you just give your opinion. And I actually like to have an opinion, but also research a situation before I make a statement. And again, the Crew Hip Hop Corner did an awesome job with the video. It's in the description below. Please check out our brothers. They really reported and really did it really well. One thing that I'm doing is coming to you with my opinion of what I think is going on. So this is deep. So I had to sit down because if I was standing up, I would have to sit down. And I think that, guys, this is something that we all in the Christian hip hop community needs to address and talk about. But Lavoisier, he is a radio host. He's also a rapper on he was a host on the Engine Radio, and that is out of Houston, Texas. It's a station that plays Christian rap, Christian rock, and basically just CCM things that are progressive Christian music. And it was a situation that happened last week where a caller called in because Lavoisier was speaking about different things, and one thing that he spoke about was systematic racism. If you don't know what that is, to break it down, it's basically the institution and political systems that hold individuals of color or individual race groups back by not giving them certain opportunities and situations. And it's really deep, man. That's basically what I came up with. If you have a deeper meaning, please hit the description below. But it's basically racism at a higher level. It's not surfacey racism where, hey, I don't like you because you're black, or hey, I don't like you because you're white or Mexican or whatever. But it's the systems that we have in our culture that enables racism to keep going on. So a caller did not like that, like what he said, call up to the higher ups, and pretty soon Lavoisier felt as though that he could not, with his dignity, continue to work at that station. And mind you, the station was paying his bills. He was getting his voice heard at a station, and he felt like this was the right thing to do, and I have to commend him. If you feel as though it's that the company that you're working for is not giving you the best interest in mind, instead of staying there because of a quote-unquote money, you need to do the best for you, the family, pray first. But I'm pretty sure Lavoisier prayed about it, and he had a really long rant on Instagram, on YouTube, and somebody actually tagged me in, and I was listening to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's deep. So Chris Chicago came up, and he was like, bro, and I'm summarizing, guys, so I don't have the paper in front of me, I'm summarizing. And if you want an in-depth message, please hit the Crew's Hip Hop Corner. They do a great job. But anyway, Chris Chicago was like, look, bro, we do not need to be political. That's not what's called for. But if you want to call the radio station to hear or to vent how you feel, do so. And I'm pretty sure Lavoisier would like to do so as well. And Bizzle chimed in, which I'm glad Bizzle chimed in and did not stay silent. He was like, yo, how come that somebody can get the opportunity to talk to radio personality that he doesn't like? That's not how the game rolls. If I call 97.7 and want to speak to Ibram because I don't like what he says, we're not going to sit down and have that conversation. And I think because of the guy is white and Lavoisier is black, I think that it's a situation where it's a double standard. And I really want to talk about that in Christian hip hop, especially because I feel, and I said it, I posted a comment on the Crew's Hip Hop Corner, but I feel that it is a double standard for black Christian hip hop artists and white Christian hip hop artists. I think that's just how it is. Structure, it's it's crazy. Thi'sl stated that thi'sl stated, and it was a thread on Twitter, and Thi'sl got into this as well. It was crazy. Derek Minor chimed in. It's dope, but Thi'sl got in and said, look, he had a programmer to his face said that his music sound too ghetto. And he was like, look, Enough's doing the same thing. And nobody said a word about Enough, but when thi'sl records is too ghetto, I don't even know what that means, he gets chastised for it. He doesn't get played on certain radio stations, but Enough can be played on any type of radio station it is, because it is a situation where, you know, it's different for a white artist than it is a black. I mean, I'm sorry to say, a lot of people are going to get mad and they don't see how it is systematic racism or how it's different between thi'sl or Enough, but it just is. Like Lecrae, people are going hammer on Lecrae because he's dropping an album with Zaytoven, a secular producer. Oh my God, he's going to hell. Zaytoven has produced for the devil. But Enough can go on tour with Logic. Is Logic not a secular artist? And Enough is going on tour with all of his fans are pretty much like, come on, let's be 100. People is not going to a Logic show to see Enough. Come on now. Logic has sold many numbers. Logic sell out tours by himself. Why would he need Enough? So people don't think about that. And also, is the term too ghetto? I don't understand what ghetto means. And it's funny how a different culture can take a word that we use. Like a ghetto is a place where it's not very fun. It's not something that people that are in the ghetto want to glorify. It's a way of life, and a lot of times it's a system that has enabled our community to stay in these particular places, projects for so many years. And then if you ever heard of gentrification, I'm probably saying these words wrong, guys, so please, if I'm butchering it, hit the comments below. But anyway, gentrification, when a city or a particular place want to diversify a particular area, so they go and they redevelop it and they disperse a group or community to fend for themselves. And that's a way of life that they've known for years. Being from Columbia, South Carolina, I've seen where projects in the city has been broken up and been gentrification. God, dog it. I'm saying it wrong, but anyway, basically they wanted to redevelop it. They moved all the minorities out of the situation, and they built up new houses and everything else. So these minorities still got places to go. They still low income, so they have to be dispersed throughout the city while this particular area is growing and it's prospering because a city decides, hey, look, it needs to be a little bit more color in this area. So I think that I give Lavoisier just honor and credit, man, just speaking up what he believes in. I think that we should, as a Christian hip hop community, look at it ourselves. Like, look, man, it's not it's not perfect. And it's sad to say that somebody can call a radio station because they don't agree with what somebody says, and he ultimately has to decide whether or not he wants to work at a particular place or not. I just think it's unfortunate. I think that, yes, the radio station, I can see where Chris Chicago's going, that we don't want to get too political in this space, and to a certain extent, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, look, at the end of the day, you have a platform, and you have to speak this platform. You have to say what you got to say, and if he doesn't say it, who will? Who will gonna say it? You know, we have people like me, we have people like the Hip Hop Corner, we have a lot of other cats that you know, we have very small voices in the big problem things, and I think it's our duty to speak to the audience that we have. So I do think it's a double standard when it comes to Christian hip hop, but I just realized that, you know, this is a situation that always been there, but we got to just continue to just pray, but also continue to fight what's right. And when we live in an imperfect world, we're gonna have things like this to happen. So Lavoisier, man, shout outs to you. Salute. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep speaking up for what you believe in. Keep saying what's right, even if people don't agree with you. I think that people are not going to agree with me right now, but it's totally okay. So, do you think that Christian hip hop has a double standard as far as black Christian hip hop artists and white Christian hip hop artists? Do you think there's a problem? Do you think that systematic racism exists? Comment below. So again, it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, and please don't forget all three. Lucky Murray back with another CHH Today. And guys, this is a crazy problem. It's crazy. With God's help, it will get better, but we got to speak the truth. So, till next time.